Being a founder raising funds can sometimes be a daunting journey, as the process may look like a black box. You may wonder, what are VCs looking at after I send them all my data? I'm Alice Besomi, VP Investment at Jungle Ventures, and today I share with you the framework we use to evaluate SaaS businesses. SaaS businesses are great because there's a lot of revenue predictability. So long as you keep your customers happy, they will keep on paying each and every month. But it also means that a lot of revenue are in the future. And it's even more critical to keep your customers and to prevent high churn. Build to last is the framework we use at Jungle for all of our investments, and even more so for SaaS companies. So we will look at it from an operational perspective, trying to understand if you can scale the business in a profitable manner. The first thing we look at is there a product market fit in a large enough market? So there's a lot of work that is being done on trying to understand the market size from a top-down and bottom-up perspective. And how do you define product market fits? So for that specifically, we will be looking at how many new customers, how many logos you're adding on a month-on-month basis, how much new revenue you're bringing. But that's not enough. We want to understand how valuable the product or the service or the platform is really for your customers. And we cannot only look at the top line MRR growth. We have to look for growth accounting. So we double click and try to understand any land and expand or upsell that you're able to provide. We're also looking at churn, and that number has to be low. By slicing the data and looking at cohort analysis and how these are improving over time, we're also able to get a lot of very critical information. One thing to remember is that it's usually cheaper and faster to upsell an existing customer than to attract a new one. So really, upsell is critical for your business. We will then slice and dice the data and look at cohorts to understand how they are tracking over time, if you're able to improve some of these numbers. So this will give us a high level understanding, and we will then focus on the next key question, which is your sales efficiency, if you've been able to nail your go-to-market and sales motion, and is your existing sales team able to scale with you? So here, typically, we're asking ourselves, is your sales motion efficient? Have you nailed your ideal customer profile, and is that in line with your average contract value or your average revenue per account? So we really double click on the go-to-market, trying to understand, is it a sales-led motion? Is it a product-led growth? Is it a partner-led motion? That will give us a lot of information on what to expect then from a revenue growth and sales cycle perspective. Looking at the sales cycle vis-a-vis your average contract value gives you a very good information on the efficiency. It's well expected for high ACV enterprise sales to have very long sales cycle. You can expect anywhere from 3 to 12 months to sign an account. So the average contract value has to be big. On the other hand, if your revenue per account is low, you have to have a product that is easy to sell, even self-serve, and where you're not spending too much on your sales team. So the longer the sales cycle, the higher the ACV. Otherwise, there's a problem of efficiency there. So the metrics we're looking at here are typically lifetime value of customers, customer acquisition cost, the CAC payback, which is the number of months to recover your costs, but also the magic number, which is how much revenue you're bringing in one quarter against what you have spent in the previous 2 quarters. We're also looking at, for the later stage businesses, what has been the fundraising efficiency, how much cash you have raised and burned to get to that revenue number. Another critical element would be looking at your team, but that's really across all businesses. When it comes to SaaS, we might be focusing a bit more on your sales team, your marketing team, how well you have nailed your customer support and customer success. And finally, we are looking at what's the value of the company today and what it will be worth in the future. What are some good exit options? Are we looking at some IPO, an M&A, and if so, who are the potential buyers, financial strategics? So in summary, we're looking at, is there a product market fit in the very large markets? How well defined is the go-to-market and sales motion? Is that efficient? What's the quality and organization of the company from a sales, marketing, customer success, customer support perspective? And finally, what's the value today and the exit outcome? I hope you liked this video. If so, please click on the like and subscribe button. I would love to hear your feedback and ideas on the next video you would like us to talk about. Thanks for watching.